was not until May 29, 1953, that Sir Edmund Hillary and Sherpa Tenzing Norgay became the first men to summit Mount Everest. Ever since, the commercialization of Everest has increased significantly. In the spring of 1996, 30 distinct expeditions were on the flanks of Everest, at least 10 of which were organized as money-making ventures.
Some of the same people who warned me against writing so hastily had also cautioned me against going to climb Everest in the first place. There were many fine reasons not to go, but attempting to climb Everest is an irrational act, a triumph of desire over sensibility. Any person who would seriously consider it is almost by definition beyond the sway of reasoned argument. The plain truth is, I knew better, but went anyways. And in doing so, I was party to death of good people, which is something I apt to remain in the consciousness of my mind for a very long time.
The journey to the summit of Mount Everest begins with the trek to base camp, in which climbers begin a precise acclimatization process. Acclimatization is the process in which the climbers adjust to the environment changes, in this case the altitude. Acclimatization begins with the first trek to base camp. Since most climbers have come from sea level, acclimatization will take longer. The trek between the Lukla airstrip and base camp would take a pre-acclimatized walker 2 to 3 days. However, with consideration to acclimatization, groups are restricted to walking only 3 to 4 hours per day with rest days. This results in a trek average of 10 days. After arriving at base camp at an elevation of 17,600 feet, climbers will likely stay at base camp for an average of 6 days before navigating to Camp 1. Now, the climbers on Hall's expedition underwent a 40-day acclimatization process before their summit push. Now, this included 3 ventures above base camp, each sequentially gaining 2,000 feet. Now, this plan prepared climbers for the dangerous lack of oxygen in the death zone, which is around 8,000 meters. A lack of acclimatization can result in high-altitude sickness, which can lead to acute mountain sickness. Now, there are 2 branches of acute mountain sickness, the first being pulmonary edema, which is the buildup of fluid in the lungs. Now, this can lead to hypoxia, which is a deprivation of oxygen to the entire body. Now, the second branch is cerebral edema, which is the swelling of the brain. All of these conditions are very life-threatening and have a moderate probability of recuperation if the casualty is brought to a lower altitude as soon as possible.
Long way to the top, but we'll just keep trekking. Base camp was a lot of fun, but we gotta keep moving on. Long way to go. Just up there is the Kubai. We gotta cross that in order to get to Camp 1. That's the sketchiest part of the first trek here, but we should be alright. We got a lot worse to come after that. Here's a huge spot on the Kumba ice fall. Gonna have to try to make it up this little cliff here. I think we made it. Yeah, we're good. Should be alright. Push on. Tents here. Yeah, I say set up the tents around here. Made a nice flat spot. We got some cover from the bank over here. Looks like it won't fall on us. It looks pretty solid. No weak spots, so we don't get any abbies on us. So call it a night. Rest up, get ready for tomorrow.
It seems more than a little patronizing for Westerners to lament the loss of the good old days when life in the Khumbu was so much simpler and more picturesque. Most of the people who live in this rugged country seem to have no desire to be severed from the modern world or the untidy flow of human progress. The last thing Sherpas want is to be preserved as specimens in an anthropological museum.
Made it to camp 2. Feel good. It's a good push. Altitude's not too bad. Yeah, altitude's getting to me a bit though. Definitely feeling a little lightheaded. Have to get a good rest tonight. The acclimatization is really rough. Yeah. We'll be alright though. Woo! Right there. See it? Loatsy face. We'll make it up. We better rope up here soon though. Yeah. Getting a little dicey. Still. Pumped. Woo! Shit, I'm stuck. My leg fell. Your leg fell? Yeah. You stuck? Don't stay long, you're gonna get cold quickly. I can't see either. It's getting worse. I'll help you, buddy. What happened to your mitts? I don't know. My hands are freezing. Gotta get something on there before they get hypothermic. We gotta get up here though. They might already be getting hypothermic. Yeah, I think so too. We'll make it.
Wasn't smart, especially when I started to lose my sight. Wasn't smart to keep going at all. That was where the first huge mistake I made was. Should have told the guides.
Yeah. We are way up to camp 3. Just hiding from a windstorm that's rolling through. Not a very good setback. We don't have much time to make it to the top. How you doing, John? Pretty beat, but you know, Loatsy face was pretty hardcore. You know, I think that we'll be able to make it to the top, but I think we're gonna lose some of the people that haven't trained enough. Honestly, they might have to turn back. I'm tired of the Sherpas having to drag up their stuff and practically drag up them because they can't make it. It's honestly, it's just disgusting to see like people who haven't trained at all, who think they can do this, but really they just have the money to do it. How you doing, John? Just traversing right now, but I think we gotta cut up in order to make it to camp 4. So we made it to camp 4. It was a tough one. It's final stop of our acclimatization trip. It's getting not feeling too good. Short sleep, can't see too well. I'm gonna make a quick prayer here to the prayer flags. Might as well get this on cam. Dear Lord, thank you for keeping me safe. So this far, I hope you keep the rest of all teams and my team safe. Well, not my team, but the team I'm on. I honestly just believe that as long as we make it to the top or everyone stays safe, we'll be fine. So, amen.
Amen.
Let's have a quick rest here.
Got a couple days to rest, and then it's to the top.
Push.
Summit push, May 10.